Hey, what's up everybody? How you guys doing today? Thanks for coming out to my crazy live stream. I definitely appreciate it. I hope everybody's doing awesome. Alright, we are just about ready to get this live stream rolling, so thank you for being here. Alright, it's already got a pop-up right at the start of the stream. We got pop-ups. That is so bad. I see we got Stacks. What's up, Stacks? William D. Mellon, Ryan. Good to see you guys. Winpoo. Mr. Winpoo in the house. So we're going to find something to live race here. I'm not sure what we're going to grab today. What is that? My car seems to be broken up there on the car is broken. It's a broken car. Oh no. Oh no, broken cars. Alright. What do I want to race today? Let's find something good to race. Maybe we'll grab the Sperling Goodwood. That's a fun little car. Let's see what lobby that might be in. If that's in a good lobby, we'll choose that. That is a really fun little car. Actually, one of my favorites. I like it. I don't know about you guys, but I do like it. I think it's amazing. Alright, so we got a 12.4. We are roughly in the 12.4 lobby, so guys want to try and find me? I am probably in the 12.4. Alright. Let's go race this little guy. 12.4. 12.4. Ryan says, curious if anybody knows why the Legends event... Hold on a second. YouTube, stop that. Gives tokens to cars you have already restored. Which Legends event are you doing? There's kind of several different Legends events, so I'm not really sure which one you're doing, Ryan. But generally, if you're talking about this thing here, hold on a second. Let's get out to the map. You're talking about this, the Legends Trials. I mean, these two right here are going to be for the Countach, and the third one has a question mark. So, one of two things with this. I'm pretty sure whatever car you're currently restoring, the one with the question mark gives you parts for that car. Some people say you have to race the car, but that's just the way they have it set up, right? I think tomorrow it's going to be all question marks. Today it's going to have the Countach parts. The next day, the day after tomorrow, it'll probably be set up like this again. Then the next day, so it's like every other day, it changes how they have it set up is what I see there. So that's just how they have it. Unfortunately, I mean, that's just the way they got it set up. So we're kind of stuck dealing with it. So far, I've made it up to race number 70 on this thing. I'm on race 70. I think I need to restore 2 more parts and then I'm good to go. Someone just told me that after you finish this one, a second event for this car pops up that also has a timer, and that second event is going to give you elite tokens. So I guess there's a Passion Fueled Power Evo that starts after the first Passion Fueled Power. And then I think it's going to be the same way for that Lamborghini once you get that as well. So that's definitely going to be weird and interesting. But I posted a video on this car this morning, Ashley's Tuner Pit. That little Civic is pretty sweet, to tell you the truth. I think that's probably going to be the new best Elite Tuners car. Yeah, it runs like a 6.8. It does seem to have a good live racing setup. It's probably going to be really nice, so... Alright, so William D just posted a link to our waiting list room on the Line app. So if anybody's interested in possibly joining my crew, we're going to need a few members. If you click that link and join our waiting list room for the Line app, you'll be able to talk to somebody about possibly joining our crew. Alright, we're in the 12.4 lobby today. Alright. There's not too many people out here yet. I guess we'll try and race this guy here in the green Beamer. The BMW. Winpoo, yeah, I mean, it's faster. I do believe it's a little faster than the Sylvia, if I remember correctly, but... I mean, the Sylvia is awesome. They're going to be very similar. I'd have to really compare, but the Sylvia and the Civic are probably going to be the two top tuners cars for a lot of reasons. Yeah, Stacks, thank you. The wild card is started. Thank you, thank you. I guess we'll go ahead and race a bot for now. Till we get the lobby filled up with some real people. We're bot racing. Racing the bots. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not a big fan of the bots. I mean, I do like the fact that they're easy wins, but it's more fun to race real people. Alright, so right there, I got how many respect points? Only about, I mean, 1,000. That's not bad. We do have the wild card running, though. But 1,000 for racing a bot with a wild card, not too bad. I'll take it. I shouldn't complain. Winpoo, actually, yeah, the little BMW is actually faster than the GT350, surprisingly. That's the first time I've ever seen a tier 3 car that could beat a tier 4 car. Like, I guess I kind of messed up on the video I made, but I don't think there's a list of anywhere it's showing you what the maxed out tier 3 cars do in the half mile. Be nice if there was, but you know, we don't have that available, so I just assumed, hey, that guy beat me. He got me. All right, I did something wrong because I just ran a 12.7. So I need to figure out how to drive this car again. It's been a long time. I might need to let go of the gas a little sooner. I mean, a little later. Nobody's here. I'll try and race this guy again. Alright, let me figure out how to get this car going. Yeah, I was using the GT350 as well, and then those little M2s started beating me. Now it's like, okay. Alright, where's everybody at? We'll race this guy. So there's... Oh, he doesn't want to race me. No, I might need to shift early into second on this car. I'll find out. It'll take me a couple of runs. It'll take me a couple of runs to figure it out. William D says you have to let go on number 3. That very well could be it as well. Alright, let's see what it does this time. It's still got a little bit of a sticky start. Let's see what she runs. That was still a little slow. 12.6. Let me let go of the gas a little bit later or sooner or whatever. Being dyslexic, I don't know if it's later or sooner. I'm telling you, my brain's broken. EKT, what's going on? How you doing today? Awesome to see you. How's your day going? Custard popcorn? Ew. That doesn't sound good. That sounds like a really terrible name if you ask me. Sounds like a really terrible name. Yuck. Custard popcorn. No, thank you. 3, 2, 1, go. That ran a little bit better, but I messed up my shift pattern. That still ran really bad. Hey, Silent, what's up, my man? Golden. You got Angel Civic. That's actually a pretty cool little car. That's one of the boss cars I do like. Alright, so the bad thing is I don't remember how to launch this car properly. With this current setup, so far it hasn't liked anything I've done, so... I'm going to try to early shift into second gear and see what that does. I don't remember this having a really weird launch, but I guess it does. 3, 2, 1, go. Second nitrous. Okay, that didn't help me out. That probably made it worse. Yeah, I gotta find out exactly what RPMs to let go of the gas at on this. William D, I've tried that. Let go before the 2 appears. I actually tried that. I must not have got it right, but... Hey, Santiago, how are you doing today? I'm going to tell you what, there's a lot of bots. There's a lot of bots these days in the live racing lobbies. I mean, it's great if you're just trying to get really fast RP and quick wins, but I like to see real people. Jamie, hello, hello. Three, 2, 1, go. Second. Third and nitrous. Let's try that. See what we run there. It's still got a sticky start. It's not running very well. Golden wants to know, should I get the Sesto Elemento? I mean, if you can get it, you might as well, right? Sesto is a cool car. I like it. On stage 5 parts, it will win a couple of live races. I mean, it's an old car. Thing about the boss cars is most of them are old. They're outdated. And they're not that great anymore. What's up, KB? How are you doing today? But I do like the Sesto Elemento. It looks really good. It's fun to drive from time to time. I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the game, but... Is the Sperling a good live racing car? Normally, yes. If I can remember how to launch it, yes, it is. I'm going to try a different launch. I'm going to try and let go of the gas right before it launches. 3, 2, 1, go. I can't remember how I drive it on this setup, but I may even need to retune the car. I'm not sure. If it's not performing well, there's a good chance I might need to retune it, because I keep running in the 12.6s and it should be running around 12.4, so I've tried to let go of the gas on number 3, on number 2, on number 1, a little bit in between, and so far I don't remember how to launch this bad boy. William D, what do you mean 3 seconds late, my man? It's when the 2 appears. You're confusing me. It's not on the 2, but it's when the 2 appears. Isn't that the same thing? I don't know what that means exactly. That's really weird. As the 2 flashes. What time did I run there? 12.6. I've never really had a problem shifting this before. I wonder if I retuned it at some point, because... Or I wonder if they changed the car or something, because it doesn't... It seems different. It seems very different. As the 2 flashes. Alright, I keep getting sticky shifts into second. Now maybe it's just one of those, I don't know, maybe I'm in the 11 point, or maybe I'm in the 12.6 lobby. That guy ran 13 something. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Jamie, it's going pretty good. How's your Sunday going so far? Yeah, I'm actually not sure what lobby I'm in either. Let me try to run it. Well, actually, I'm going to go slow because it's his turn to win here. Alright, Wimpoo said, I recently found the Z07 package is a great live racer. The Z07. I'm trying to remember which one that is. There's so many cars in the game. Z07, that's probably a Corvette of some sort, I'm guessing. Opponent has disconnected. Well. Alright, now we got real people. Dr. AI Mohammed. Santiago, yeah, it's okay. The game does that a lot, unfortunately. The yellow vet. Okay, gotcha. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, this car has a kickback. So I need to let go just a little bit after number 2. That's what it is. I also need to get more gas. I don't remember this having a kickback before, so it might be the way I have it set up currently. I'll play with it after the live stream and Alright, Jamie, you got some prizes from the pit stop heroes without spending gold, or I don't know, it says with spending gold. I don't know if that means you did or did not spend gold, but personally, I don't like pit stop heroes. It's too darn expensive. Kind of a big ripoff. I'm not a fan of that anymore. Like at first, I was like, you know, this is kind of cool, but my attitude on that changed very quickly because, well, it's, you know, kind of a ripoff. But yeah, if you were able to do that without spending any gold and got some prizes, that's awesome. Okay. Now we got her. I guess I just have to do a terrible kickback. I'm not a fan of kickback cars whatsoever, but sometimes it just kind of is what it is, I guess. We'll deal with it. It's a kickback car, unfortunately. I love the car, but I do not care for the kickbacks. Hey, look. I think you're now driving a different car. Alright, he's got the DBX 707. This should be a really good race here. The DBX, that's a sweet car for live. I like it in red. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. The DBX is always hard to beat. William D says when you lose 20,000 gold, it changes your mind. Yeah. When you lose a bunch of gold, that is a giant butt sandwich. Alright, so Golden, we just had a Fast and Furious thing. I don't know if there's going to be a third part to that or not, but I mean, pretty much Fast and Furious comes and goes, comes and goes. We don't see them that often. Oh, I messed up. So every once in a while, a new Fast and Furious event pops up. I mean, it used to be like once a year, but I think it was, it's been like 2 years since we had one until recently. I mean, we'll probably get another Fast and Furious event at some point. I thought there was supposed to be some more of them coming, but I'm not sure when, if it is. So there might be another one coming up. I know there was supposed to be a couple of parts to the last one. So far we've had 2 parts. I don't know if there's more for sure or not. Alright, let's race the super van. Constantine, hello, hello. What car has the highest selling price in CSR2? Alright, when you sell a car, you get pretty much nothing for them. So honestly, I'm really not sure if there's anything that sells for more than others, but it's not really even worth it to sell a car, in my opinion, because they give you nothing for it, right? you're much better off stripping your cars for parts, but as far as I know, they all give you a minuscule amount of game cash when you sell them. Alright, William D says he thinks there's going to be more Fast and Furious events on the way. Golden wants the Mark III Jetta. Now, when that next event does come out, if it comes out, I'm not 100% sure if the Jetta is going to be something you can get or not. I know the Jetta was something you could acquire from that last event we had. It may or may not be part of the next upcoming event. It's hard to say. There's a lot of Fast and Furious cars in this game. I'm not exactly sure how many, but there's definitely a bunch. Up there, spooky again. Yeah, we're supposed to have an anniversary event. There should be a huge Porsche event coming up. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. 3, 2, 1, go. Like a whole lot of stuff. Alright, your turn to win on the next one. Next one is all you. Alright. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up again. One thing about this game, they never stop drowning us in events. Like right now, there's a whole bunch of rerun events that popped up. We got the new Elite Tuners event. We got the new Legends events. There's so much going on. There's so much going on all the time. It's insane. It's completely crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Alright, what do we disconnect again? I can't challenge you back. Jamie saved 6 million cash and 300 in silver keys. You know, saving stuff is definitely good. You definitely want to save some stuff when you can. But, you know, you need at least 750 silver keys to guarantee that you get the prize car. So, I would say keep saving. 6 million game cash, that's enough to upgrade one tier 5 car, roughly. So, it's kind of crazy. It's a little bit on the crazy side. This game definitely requires a lot of grinding and being very patient. Alright, William D says, unfortunately for me, I have all the wrong Porsches upgraded for the Porsche event. Truth is, I think they figure out which Porsches people don't have upgraded and they choose those ones for the event. I could be wrong, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they decide what cars. Okay, nobody has this Porsche upgraded, so let's go ahead and use this one. Oh, there's Melon. Oh, we got Melon in the Gamera. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I found some sort of sheet that shows like 50 different Porsches and the times they run the other day. I'm not sure if that's for a showdown or one of the events, but I saved that. I gotta take a look at it and see what's on it, but I was busy doing some stuff and I was like, oh, check this out. So I saved it to my computer and I haven't really looked at it yet, but 3, 2, 1, go. It shows the times for like 947 Porsches. At least there was a lot of them on there. Like a lot. So I think they should put an AMG on a CSR2. Oh, AMG 1. So Jamie, I mean, basically, we got so many cars in the game, I almost wish they would stop adding cars. How many cars do we need? Like, there's so many, it's completely crazy. But, what they add to the game or how they decide what to add, I have no idea. 3, 2, 1, go! But yeah, I don't really know how they decide what cars to add. Personally, I want to see more like, I want to see some old 50s hot rods, and I want to see some more like tuners cars, like, you know, 1990 Honda Civic hatchbacks and stuff like that. William D wants a Pinto or a Vega. I hate when my neighbor mows the lawn during my live stream. His mower is so loud. 3, 2, 1, go. It's really hard to concentrate when that thing's screaming by the window going ring. It feels like he feels like he's out there for like 3 hours with that mower. Yeah, I got some noise cancellation software on William D, so that should probably block out the mower sounds. If I didn't have that, I guarantee you guys would hear it. I can almost guarantee you would hear it. He's got some big industrial riding mower. It's huge. 3, 2, 1. Did I say industrial? I think industrial. JP can hear it a little bit. You're probably more likely to hear it when I'm speaking than not speaking. I actually got 2 things going to block out background noise. One just simply reduces background noise and lowers it down. The other one, as soon as I start talking, anything that's below a certain volume, it just won't pick it up. So when I'm talking, you might be able to hear that mower when it's going by, but I should put my headphones on noise canceling, then I wouldn't have to listen to it. Alright, Melon, I don't know what happened, man, but we disconnected, I guess. Good swaps, good swaps. I want the Turbo Yugo. Turbo Yugo, that's what I want to see. Oh, this is going to be a... Oh, I think I won. JP, glad it's not loud, actually. If I turned off the noise reduction software, you'd probably hear it. It would probably be loud, and everybody would be like, God dang, that's annoying. JP, how's your day going today? Alright, I beat him. Nice. Alright, we got Melon. Melon's back. JP, you want to go back to work? Is that what you're saying? 3, 2, 1, go. That only sounds good depending on if you like your job or not. Now, if you got a job that you love, going to work would probably be great. But if you got a job that you hate, then going to work would probably suck. I don't think I really ever had a job that I looked forward to going to, though. Not that I can remember. Did I ever have a job that I liked? Well, you know, I hate to say it, but okay. When I was driving a delivery truck, I got a job at a Subway on the weekends because Subway gives you free food. And I think on your days off, you can get a foot-long sub for $1 when you're a Subway employee. So I got a job that was on my route. So my delivery route, there was a Subway on it. So I got a job there on the weekends just so I could get free lunch every day or a sandwich for $1 or whatever it was. So every day on my lunch break, I would go to the Subway and get my foot-long sub for $1. And I actually kind of liked working at Subway. I actually did enjoy that job. I don't know why, but I liked it. I mean, getting a second job just to get free food is kind of crazy, but hey. I hate paying for food and stuff like that, personally. I'm not a fan of paying for food. Melon, thank you, buddy. Good swaps. Honestly, though, Subway's probably not very healthy for you. You know, like sliced lunch meat, actually not very good for you. There's a lot of preservatives and junk in it. Bread, probably not very good for you. There's a lot of rumors that the bread Subway used had, I don't know, like some sort of plastic in it or something. I don't know if that's true, but supposedly if it was true, they fixed it. I'm gonna tell you what, we eat a lot of really bad, unhealthy stuff. And probably don't even realize it. Alright, so there's always rerun events popping up. Now, we've probably had thousands of different events on this game, so which ones are going to pop back up as a rerun? Don't know. And if it does, you don't know if it's going to be a year later or 3 years later, but they do rerun events occasionally. Alright, we got a bunch of bots again. What, is Subway bad now, William D? I haven't eaten there in years. Ever since I had celiac disease, I can't really eat places. 3, 2, 1... go. I just have to make sure I hit the launch button right on a perfect start with this car. And that gets me where I need to be. Well, I used to love the meatball subs from Subway. I would always buy the foot-long meatball sub with double meat. They was like bust, you know, they would put double the meatballs on there. It was only like an extra $1 for double meat. And I think when I worked there, I don't think I had to pay extra for the double meat, if I remember correctly. But I'm gonna tell you, man, it was like the sub was just huge. I used to eat like I should have entered eating contests when I was younger because, man, I could just eat and eat and eat and eat. When I was younger, I never gained any weight and I could just stuff food down my face like you wouldn't believe. And I was always hungry all the time. Like, always hungry. Danisaurus Rex. Pretty much. MTHSDLPRR. Hello, hello. How you doing today? Alright, we got somebody with a name I can't read from Bulgaria. Best CSR2 channel ever. Thank you. He says, since the game is British, there are a lot of stupid English cars. They should put more JDM classics like the Subaru B22. Yeah, I don't know. We got 1,500 some cars, and my question is, how many GTRs do we have now? How many GTRs do we have? Like 9,000? I just noticed there's certain cars where they just keep adding like more and more and more. I mean, it's pretty much the same car, but very similar. But what they decide to add, I have no idea how they decide what to add. But they're always adding a lot of stuff. We got like 200 GTRs. I don't know how many Lamborghinis we have. I would like to see a little more variety on some of these things. I think we got like 12 different Huracans in the game. But personally, I don't really care what kind of cars they add as long as they're not like so repetitive. You know what I'm saying there? I would like to see cars that we don't already have. I would like to see, well, I guess the only thing good about them adding something like a whole bunch of Nissans is it does make Nissan parts easy to get. If there's a bunch of Fords, Ford parts are easier to get. So there's good and bad about everything, I guess. Oh yeah, William D says we need more Lotus Exige 360 Roadsters. Yeah, because we don't have enough of those little Lotuses, right? We definitely need more of those. What's up, Dean? How you doing today? MTH, I'm doing good, buddy. Thank you. Glad you're doing good. All right. Bagatura, what's up, bud? How's your day? Hi. James? That's a pretty interesting looking Supra right there. Reminds me of Easter egg colors. Alright, here we go. Looks like an Easter egg. 3, 2, 1, go. I gotta pay a lot of attention when I launch this car or I'm gonna mess it up. This is a car where you can't just willy-nilly it. I'm not really even sure what willy-nilly is supposed to mean, except for like just doing something all crazy, but who came up with willy-nilly? Was there a guy whose name was willy-nilly and he just did crazy things all the time? Is that where that came from? Like, who started saying, let's be all willy-nilly? William D says, my personal favorite is the Camaro SS. Willie Nelson. I don't know. Was it did that actually come from Willie Nelson? If so, what's the story behind that? I'm interested. Free Willy. Guys ever see that guy? He's like a big, huge, fat comedian. He was telling a story how he went off of a water slide and he was going so fast down it because he was so heavy. He like flew over top of the swimming pool and like all the tourists were going like, "Oh my God, it's Free Willy." That was kind of funny. I don't know if it was that fluffy dude or some big, huge comedian guy. I think he almost looked like maybe he was like Hawaiian or Asian or something. I'm not really into comedians, but I do remember that. I laughed really hard on that skit. But yeah, I just don't really get into comedians. Tiffany says, what's your favorite tier 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 car? Well, that's really hard to answer. So my favorite tier 1 car... I got a bad launch. There's a couple of tier 1 cars I really like, but... probably the 1.5 Civic VTEC or Sneak's Ford Focus Trackster. Those are my two favorite tier 1 cars, I would say. My favorite tier 2 car is probably the tier 2 Mazda, the Rocket Bunny Miata. I like that a lot. My favorite tier 3 car, I don't know. I'm not really sure on that one. I don't really do too much with tier 3 cars at all. When it comes to tier 4 cars, the Fast and Furious Ford Escort. And when it comes to tier 5 cars, man, there is too many good ones to pick a favorite. I like the Gamera a lot. I like the car I'm driving. There's so many, I can't pick a favorite in tier 5. There's too many awesome ones. Way too many awesome ones to pick a favorite. There's probably about a good 20 or 30 tier 5 cars that I absolutely love. Alright, so William D says GTI, Rocket Bunny Miata, M Performance, Dark Horse. Yeah, those are all good cars. The Dork House, the Mustang Dork House. Yeah, JP, I don't know if it was fluffy or not, but it might have been fluffy. It was probably fluffy. More than likely it was fluffy. Mr. Shelby. William D says, Danny's favorite tier 5 car has to be the Mark IV. I do really like the Mark IV Supra. That is a great car. I can't say that it's my favorite, but it's definitely one of my favorites. 3, 2, 1, go. I like the Mark V. I like the GR Supra from Tuners, Elite Tuners, and the Mark IV Supra from Tuners. Those are super nice cars. I mean, they're not the best cars in the game or anything, but they're both pretty amazing. I don't know. I mean, I like them both a lot, but in real life, I love Mark IV Supras. I think the best way to launch this car is make sure you hit the launch button when it's right over top of the perfect launch button. Oh yeah, I was really happy to get that Mark IV Supra. I wanted that thing really bad. I drove it a lot when I first got it. I think the only comedian I ever really got into was Dane Cook for some reason. I used to work in a restaurant. Back when I worked at a Chili's, they would allow people to bring in like music and CDs and stuff, and they would play it in the kitchen. And I remember one guy, and I'm amazed they allowed this because the language was awful, but one guy would bring in his Dane Cook CDs, and they would play those in the morning when we were getting the restaurant ready to open. I don't know if we were allowed to play that stuff when the restaurant was open, but man, it was filthy, but it was hilarious. I've just never been much into comedians. Alright, so back to where it said I haven't driven this car before. Melon says you'll be disappointed when you get the Mark IV Supra. Why do you say that? I don't think Melon likes that car, and I don't really know why, but I like it. Alright. Robin Williams. You know, I've liked his movies, but I don't think I've ever seen any of his stand-up comedy. Now, I did see recently a Joe Rogan stand-up comedy act, and I didn't think it was very good. I was like, he's actually not a good comedian. I like his podcast, but I did not like his stand-up comedy very much. I thought it was pretty bad. Melon said it's not good enough. It's good enough for me, Melon. I like it. Alright, Flo, how are you doing today? My advice would be grab the Tier 3 Mustang out of the dealership. That's a great starter car. William D says not for all the effort. Yeah, that is, I get what you're saying there because it's a lot of effort to get a car that's decent. I would say a car that's very good, right? You got excellent, very good, good. I shouldn't say decent. In my opinion, it's a very good car, but it's not an excellent car. But I really like it. James, I'm doing good, buddy. How about yourself? But yeah, I mean, it took me 2.5 years to get that Mark IV Supra. If you look at it that way, maybe it should be a better car. Do I have a Tier 5 Corvette ZR1? I don't know. 3, 2, 1, go. I very well might, but I'm not really sure. I probably have like over 600 cars now, and half the time I don't remember what I do or don't have unless it's a car that I use regularly. Now, I got a bunch of Corvettes. Which ones, I'm not really sure. I do know I got the Rocket Bunny Corvette on Tier 4, and that is a beautiful car, but it was so disappointing. So disappointing. 3, 2, 1, go. Now I do remember I don't remember. I'm trying to remember where I found it, but I do remember one day, I don't know if I was on like YouTube or something, but a stand-up comedian started playing and his act was hilarious. So I went to go watch some more of his stuff and none of it was funny. So he had like one good act and a whole bunch of bad ones. I can't remember who it was, but so I guess not every comedian kills it on every routine they do, I suppose. G-Boy, how you doing today? Alright, we disconnected. There's not a lot of real people in here today. Well, I should probably get some more gas. So live racing lobbies have been really weird the last couple of updates. I know they've been trying to tweak the lobbies, but honestly, where's all the people? I mean, I remember I used to get into a lobby and it was filled with like 30 or 40 people, it seemed like. Ridge Rider, how you doing today? Awesome to see ya. We got stacks in this crazy little 1990 BMW M3 Sport Evolution BMW. That's a cool little car. Now I know I got that car, but I don't know if I ever upgraded. At least I think I got that car. That's a nice little BMW. Millen says, no, Danny, a lot of events to run. Most people don't care about live these days. I don't know. I mean, it seems like live racing is the one thing you can reliably do day after day after day after day without spending money. So you would think there would be a lot of people live racing, especially the free-to-play people. William D says, Take-Two is running off the long-term players. Yeah, I know a lot of people have left because they just said the game's getting too greedy, too expensive for them. I mean, some of these guys used to spend a lot of money on this game too, but it just got to the point where they just keep adding so many things that are trying to grab your money. It has kind of deterred a lot of long-term players. Personally, I look at it the way I always have, you know, do what you can do and skip what you can't and enjoy the playing. Just enjoy playing with the stuff you can get and do. I mean, not most of us probably can't dump $200, $300, $400, $500 every time a new event pops up, so to me, it seems like the majority of players would probably be focusing on the little stuff and the paid players would be focusing on the big stuff. I'm not really sure how many people we have playing this game every day. Millen says, that BMW needs a stage 6 body to shine. Atul, I'm doing good, bud. How about yourself? Good to see ya. Alright, Wimpu says, I have a lot of resentment towards this BMW. Why is that? Why don't you like this BMW, my man? Oh, Stack's disconnected. Disconnection. Da 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 da. Holy crap, holy, it's broken. It's broken. Alright. Alright, Donna has sabotaged our game again. Alright, Stacks just left. Oh, he's back. He's back. William D, I don't understand. When I look at Showdown, it's usually between 125 and 150k for 0 trophies. I'm confused there. Zero trophies. I don't understand you today, sir. Oh wait, it must be my turn to win. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. This car gets pretty good respect points though. 2,000 with the 70 card going is not bad. Not bad at all. Wenpoo doesn't like it because he wasn't able to get it in the showdown. They do make showdowns a lot harder these days, unfortunately. That is for sure. Used to be it was pretty easy to hit the 1,200 trophies. What was it at first? 1,100 or 1,000 or something? Then they moved to like 1,200. Then they put it up to like 1,400. One thing I do think is cool though, when they tried to move it to 17 and people were mad, they realized people were upset about that, so they put it back to 14 because 17 was just hardly anybody is going to hit 1,700 trophies without spending a small fortune. So at least they did that, you know. At least they did that. 3, 2, 1, go. But I would rather see it at 1,200 again, or even 1,000. But I remember 1,200, I think I've even seen some for less than 1,200 occasionally. Jamie says, is it worth it to spend 4,000 gold? Oh, what, the GT350? Do you really need it? I would only spend 4,000 gold on that car if you absolutely had to have it for something. If you don't really need it, no. Don't spend the gold on that thing. I'm trying to remember, I think when I did the Ford events, that was a car I had to have, but it's not a good car. Dane, why do you say they, why do they say they, why don't you think they can count correctly? 3, 2, 1. I'm not sure what you're referring to there, but Melon says you can spend 4,000 gold for a great, fantastic car. This is none of it is crap. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while they'll have a car for sale for gold that's actually good, but most of the time it's pretty bad, to tell you the truth. William D says the Fast and Furious Showdown was 1K. Yeah, the Fast and Furious Showdown had really cheap things, but I was really surprised to see that, to tell you the truth. I was not expecting that at all. Not at all. I thought it was going to be 1700. I was thinking, it's a Fast and Furious car. They're gonna want 17,000. But you know, they kept it at cheap prices, cheap tokens, whatever you know what I mean. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. How to get the Lycan Hypersport without rare imports. Alright, so just like any car in the game, there's only certain times you can guarantee to get certain cars, right? The Lycan Hypersport is not a great car, first off. It looks amazing, but in this game, it's not very good, so keep that in mind. So the only way to really get it at this time is rare imports, but trying to pull a specific car out of rare imports is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Generally, you're going to drop lower tier, lower crappy cars, and eventually you might, every once in a while, if you're opening a crate, you might get a 5-star car or a 4-star car. Most of the time you're just getting turd tacos out of there. But if you're trying to get a very specific car, that's almost impossible with the way they got it set up. Now, next time they use that for some sort of event or something, when that's going to be, I have no idea, but at that point they'll probably feature the car in the event where you'll be able to get it easier, but it is not a good car. It's also very hard to get parts for those cars, which is also a bummer. There's a lot of cars in this game that you would think were awesome, but they're terrible. Melon says, Lycan Hypersport is another junk. Alright, Jamie says, I need to get the original GT40 Legends car to get the new Legends event. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer how long it takes to do things in this game. I mean, I think it took me 1.5 years on Tempest. Tempest was rough. I mean, the main problem I had was getting stage 6 parts to make my cars fast enough. I probably waited 6 months. Now, back then, you didn't have rare imports where you could just go in there and go to the parts tab and get parts for any car. Back when I was doing Tempest, that didn't exist, so there was no way to get cars or parts for that Legends cars with your keys. That probably would have allowed me to get Tempest done a lot faster. I mean, Legends. But Legends was definitely a little bit of a pain. Alright, so the Bugatti Lavator Noir. I'm trying to remember if I liked that car or not. I know I have a video that goes over that car, how to drive it, and a review on it, but that may or may not have been one of the good Bugattis. There's a couple of Bugattis in the game that are nice. Most of them are not. Yeah, I don't remember if I liked that one or not. I do have a video that goes over it if you want to check it out. I have a video that goes over like how to drive and review for the majority of the cars in the game. Except for some of the older, crappier ones, but alright, William D says that's not a good car. Neven, what's up, buddy? I didn't think so. Now, I'll tell you what's really good is the Bugatti Maestros. Those are excellent. The Bugatti Maestros, the W16 Maestro. There's an old version of the Maestro and there's a new one. They're both really good. Stacks, thank you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. I definitely appreciate that. Jamie's got a full inventory of Legends tokens to use. I honestly wish we could like sell, or not really sell, but convert Legends tokens into other Legends tokens. That way we could restore our cars really quickly. Alright, we got Neven. Any chance of Tempest 4? We've been waiting for that for probably 6 to 7 years now. So my guess is we're never going to see Tempest 4. If it does come out, they're probably going to require you to have like some of the brand new Legends Revival cars or something. So they did say this, right? A long time ago, this is what they said about Tempest 4. When it comes out, there's only going to be a couple of cars in the game that are going to be fast enough or good enough to complete it. And I think it was mentioning Legends cars. But it's never came out, so we don't know if they scrapped the idea or if they're trying to wait till they can, you know, monetize it somehow or what, but I'm not expecting it to ever come out. KB, you out of here, so have a great day. But yeah, if they're not going to make money off of it, they're probably not going to bring it out. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe tier 6. Yeah, I'm almost. I was kind of expecting them to actually bring out tier 6 cars, make them like funny cars and top fuel dragsters and stuff like that, but I'm actually surprised we haven't seen that yet. Oh wow, my car is going way slower than expected here. Well, I guess it was my turn to win. Yeah, 3-second half-mile car. We actually already do have a car with a rocket attached to it. Honestly, that should probably still be the fastest car in the game if you really think about it. If this game were realistic, that would still be the fastest car in the game. I mean, when it came out, it was, but 800 miles per hour, no shifting, 3-second half miles. Probably 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, maybe they'll have like Star Wars speeder bikes. You know those things they rode through the Ewok village? I don't know what they're called. Speeder bikes or something? William D says, shut up and buy, shut up and buy. William D, I don't want to shut up, man. And I don't want to buy. Tool says, why do you not playing CSR3, not supported on my device? It's not actually out yet. I think you have to be in like Malaysia or something to get it. Like they gave it to some, like there's a small group out in like the Asian countries somewhere that got it for testing, but for everybody else, it's still not available. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be anything like this. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good game or not, honestly. It doesn't look anything like CSR2. It looks like one of those... It looks a lot like that old Fast and Furious game that flopped. where you had to get to a corner and you'd have to press a button and it would drift around the corner, and I don't know. Now, somebody I do know has access to that game, and they said it's doesn't even seem like it's close to being ready yet, so Jedi or Sith, which one would you pick? Probably Jedi. I would like to be a Jedi. I don't want to be on Darth Vader's side. 3, 2, 1, go. Neven, you're good, my man. No big deal. Chasmish, hello, hello. I probably said your name wrong, but welcome to the live stream. Kenny, I don't know. I don't remember what that game was called, but I remember downloading a Fast and Furious game and it was terrible. I wonder if it's still available. This was probably like 3 or 4 years ago, I bet. I'm just taking a random guess, but it was really bad. I played it a few times, like, I can't play this anymore. Kenny, how's your day going? Jasmine says, you're a per day fan. So what's been going on, Jasmine? How you been doing? Everything good? Hope all has been going well. William D says, live racing. Yeah, live racing is a great way to get bronze and silver keys. Disconnected. Disconnected. The game does not like us today. Darker Knight. Darker Knight says, girls are always attracted to bad guy. I don't think any girls were attracted to Darth Vader if you think about it. There's a difference between bad guys and evil villains, right? Fish and paste? I don't know what that means, but have I played Car X Street? No, you know, I think I actually downloaded that game one day, but I just never really got around to playing it. I don't really have too much time between 2 gaming channels, another review YouTube channel, and everything else. I don't really have time to play other games. Oh, I'm out of fuel here. Let's fuel her up. All right, there we go. Kenny says, let me guess, the Honda Civic Type R Elite Tuners event starts tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, it's tomorrow or the next day. I think it said there was like 1 day and X amount of hours left on it. So I can't remember if that was this morning I looked at it or yesterday. So it's either tomorrow or the day after that it starts. But it's going to be a really good car. It's going to be a really good car. But the thing is, once you finish the event, so once you finish the event for the Mustang, the new Elite Tuners event, You're going to get a second one popping up, I guess. And that one's going to require you to put a bunch of elite tokens into the car. William D says tomorrow. He's singing Annie over there. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll hate you tomorrow. Tomorrow's just a day away. I changed the words a little bit. Kenny says June 2nd, which is tomorrow, which is Monday. Yeah, it probably is tomorrow then. Probably is tomorrow. Yeah, tier 5 Honda Civic. Running 6.8s. 6.8s. I mean, Hondas can, in real life, can easily run a 6.8 on the drag strip. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of Hondas out there running 6.8. What do you guys think? In the half mile? That's realistic, isn't it? Three, two, one, go. I mean, I do think if somebody builds up a Honda correctly, it can compete with high-end cars, but truth is, this game is very unrealistic. Darker Knight, yeah, it should be a good live racer, actually. It definitely should be a good live racer. Alright, William D posted a link to our CSR2 recruitment room, guys. If you're interested in joining my crew on CSR2 Racing, we're going to need a couple of members here, so if you can make over 700,000 respect points every season and agree to our very simple rules, we're a fun, laid-back crew. So if that sounds good to you, click the link there and you can talk to somebody about possibly joining our crew. Just click the William D link right there. And that will take you to our recruitment room on the Line app. I guess you can clink it and click it at the same time. It doesn't really matter, but either way, that'll probably work. Jamie says the event's going to be another one I don't finish because I don't have the tokens. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, those events are designed to try and get you to buy things, right? They don't really, I don't think they want you to be able to finish it without spending money. My thing is, do I have enough tokens saved up to do the new Elite Tuners Mustang and to do the Elite Tuner Civic? The thing is, probably not. I think I'm going to do a little bit of the Elite Tuners event, but I'm not going to finish it. Kenny, what about the Indy truck? Alright, Tiffany says that link is not working. What doesn't make sense is that link works for most people, but some people say it doesn't. And I don't know why. Let me check something here. Let me make sure he's got the same link that I do. Where did I put it? Copy. I'll post it again, but I'd imagine that's the same link, right? Yes, same link. Now you do have to have the Line app. You do have to have the Line app to get that link to work, I would think. So if you don't have the Line app, then maybe you need to download Line first. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me test it really quick. I don't have the right phone. Here's my old phone. My new phone has the Line app on it. I can't test it, but... William D, can you click on that link if you're on your phone with the Line app and see if it takes you to the right place? We need to test it. Melon said it works. Okay. I can't figure out why for some people it doesn't work. But every once in a while somebody tells me, hey, that link doesn't work. And every time I check it, it usually does. So I don't know why that's happening. It just takes you to Google, but you can't download it. Alright, so go to the Google Play Store and search for the Line app. It's made by a company called the Line Corporation, so... But it's going to be like a green logo that says Line, and the app is made by Line Corporation. Maybe you need to download that first. That's my guess. William D says Line app is green and white. Those colors actually do look nice together. Green and white. Line is like a messenger. Yeah, it's just a messaging app, basically, like a little chat room app. You join a chat room and then whoever is in there can talk to each other. Ooh, that's a nice... I like that. I don't know why, but lately I've been liking a lot of these purple cars. That Valor looks good in that purple color. Purple is not really a color I normally care for, but lately I like purple cars. Is it safe to register your phone number? I don't really remember if I had to register a phone number or not. I mean, if you got the actual Line app by Line Corporation, it should be... I mean, it's a safe app, yes, but... I've been using it for I don't even know how many years. Probably like 7, 8, 9 years now. Whether or not I had to register my phone number, I really don't know, but... I'm pretty sure I did. Because the thing is, if you don't have a phone number, it doesn't work. Like, you can't put it on a phone that doesn't have a phone number. So I think you do have to register. Atul says he's been following me since 2020. You're doing an amazing job. You're constantly as good. Thanks for the kind words, my friend, and thanks for following me for all those years. I definitely appreciate that. All right, so John, I actually don't know what cars are going to be coming to Legends. It actually tells you in the game somewhere. There's something you can click on. Oh wait, no it doesn't. They all got question marks. I forgot. It doesn't tell you. There's question marks, meaning there's going to be like, I think there's going to be a total of 6 new cars in Legends Revival, but I don't really know. Has anybody heard what the other upcoming Legends Revival cars are going to be? Some people know how to get into the game files and read that stuff, so that info might be floating around out there. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to have, honestly. Dan says, nobody will call you. Well, that seems like a pretty mean thing to say. How do you know nobody's going to call me, sir? 3, 2, 1. Actually, nobody ever calls me. Nobody ever. My phone hardly ever rings. Emperor, what's going on? How you doing today? Melon says, if you want to be 100% safe, just unplug your internet. Eber Angel, hello, hello. Tiffany, our crew is called the Exiled Outlaws, but it's spelled with all kinds of crazy letters. Like, if you're trying to look it up on the game, you would have to know the exact weird lettering they used to make the crew. Hey Noah, how you doing today? Hey Nancy. Oh, Nancy overslept. Hey, you know what? Sometimes you need a good night's sleep, right? Sleeping is a good thing. G-Boy, I never played CSR1 Racing. I didn't like it for some reason. I don't remember why, but I didn't like CSR1. I think I played it for like 2 or 3 days and then I uninstalled it. I was like, nope. And I almost didn't download CSR2 because I didn't like the first one. But yeah, I don't remember why I didn't like the first one, but I hated it. I kind of remember thinking that it was a game that you had to pay a bunch of money to get anywhere. I don't know if it was or not, because I guess I never really gave it a full chance, but... William D says, Tiffany, what's your in-game name and your rank? And how much RP do you normally make? I mean, I guess maybe William D's in my crew, right? Maybe he can recruit you through here if the line app's not working. But generally, we do want everybody to be on the line app because that's our main communication. Personally, I wouldn't mind switching everything over to Discord, but... Line's cool, but it's really basic. FG Gaming, good to see ya. Yeah, Purple Velar. Purple Velar. It looks nice in that color. Ah, Winpoo. Winpoo, that's going to be a decision you're going to have to make for yourself, right? Should you put points into the GT350 Elite Tuners or the Type R Elite Tuners. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. Legends or Elite Tuners car. I mean, do you want one of the best Elite Tuners car, or do you want the second fastest car in the game that's probably going to earn more respect points than most cars, or at least have the potential to earn more respect points than most cars? I mean, personally, I don't know what's going to be the better choice. I do have a video out on both cars, so maybe go watch the videos and try to decide which one of the cars you think you would like better. Like, personally, I think I would almost rather put the tokens into the Elite Tuners car. I don't know, I like the Elite Tuners car. I like being able to add body kits and rims and stuff like that, and it's going to be a really good car, so. Three, two, one, go. Melon says, just play the game. Tiffany, what's the best? Okay, best method to earn cash is get a tier 5 car because they earn the most money. And just do as many races per day as you can with a tier 5 car. So the higher the tier car, the more money it's going to earn per race that you win. So my advice is do your daily stuff, do a little showdowns, do some live racing, and when you're done with all of that, then go spam the tier 5 regulation races for game cash. It's tedious, it's boring, but it earns a lot of game cash. When I used to make about $1 million per hour doing the tier 5 regulation races, I hated it, but you know, that if I needed game cash really bad, that's what I used to do when I was a new player. I would take my best tier 5 car and just spam those. It sucked. G-Boy says, can I join you in live racing? If you got a car that can run in the 12.4 lobby, you can definitely try to join me in live racing. Alright, we're going to try and race this. That's kind of a cool metal blue color. I kind of like that on the Supra. Winpoo says, another way to get cash is bet on live races. Yeah, I mean, that's something you can do. But there's no guarantee whether you're going to win or lose that live race. That's the thing. That's a risk. Now, when I was new to the game, I used to do a lot of bets with the lower tier cars. And it worked out pretty good most of the time. I would win more than I would lose, so I was making more money betting. But once you get up into the higher tiers and people are down tuning cars and stuff like that, then bets get to be very dangerous. But I used to bet all the time as a new player. And I would say probably 75% of the time I would win. So if I won a bunch, lost a couple, I would still be ahead. So it worked out, but it's always a risk taking bets, especially nowadays when everybody knows how to down tune cars. I'm going to do a nice slow run here. But the bottom line is get yourself a tier 5 car and run as many races as you can. That's the safest way. I mean, it's time consuming. Winpoo says, my favorite bet car is Jack. Oh, the Jack Roush Mustang. That is a nice car. There's somebody in a Bugatti. Ooh, the W16. This will be a good race. All right. I got to be on top of it if I don't want to lose. All right, let's try this. 3, 2, 1, go. That car will probably smoke me, actually. Yeah, he destroyed me. That's a really good car. He ran a 12.0. I ran a 12.4. I did not stand a chance. Melon says, no, it's not nice. It's fantastic. Fantastic. It is fantastic. Which is much better than craptastic. Alright, so are you faster if you delay your shifts? It really depends on the car and how many upgrades and parts you have in the car. Like, generally when a car is stock, you want to shift on the shift lights. Or if you don't have a lot of upgrades, normally the shift lights work, but a lot of these cars do not like perfect shifts and perfect launches once you start upgrading them. Ooh, he got me. I think I got a bad run there, though. Oh, yeah, I got a really bad run somehow. Isaiah says, the Mona Lisa is my go-to for live races. What do you mean by the Mona Lisa? I'm not familiar with that. Mona Lisa. I don't know what that is. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, crap. I got another bad launch. All right. I think he let me win that time. Good, good. Nancy likes the LC500. The LC500 is definitely a cool car. William D says, hit the like button for Danny. Yeah, we would definitely appreciate that. It only takes a second and it doesn't cost you anything. So if you could hit the like button, that would be amazing. Yeah, what's the Mona Lisa? I'm interested to know. I assume that's probably your nickname for something. FG says, Regera, Atura, and Amira are my go-to. I'll tell you what, the original Amira we got, that was a really good live racing car. Like, really good live racing car. The new one seems like it's pretty good too, but like I haven't been able to actually test it out. On paper, it looked good. Tiffany says, how do I make an account for Line? I mean, generally you would just download the app on your phone from the App Store, and then it should just kind of give you instructions on what to do to make the account. That's all I can really remember. I mean, it was years ago when I made my Line account. But I just downloaded the app off of Google Play. And then when I opened the app, I think I had to do like a few or several different things to get on it. But I really don't remember. Oh, wait. Crap. I was supposed to let him win, I think. Sorry about that. If you play on iPad, So I don't know. There might be a separate line app for tablets than phones. I think I heard that because the phone, if you're playing on a phone, it requires you to have a phone number linked, I think. If you're playing on a tablet, they don't have phone numbers. So I don't exactly know how that works. But I think there might have been a line app for tablets app or something. I don't know if it's the same app or not. Ellen says, do you know if you can get any free cars currently in the game? Right now, tomorrow there's going to be that new, well, I don't know if you're going to get that or not because I don't know where you're at on the game. So if you get the new event tomorrow, the new Elite Tuners event for the Honda Civic, that's going to have a free car with it. I mean, the game gives out free cars here and there, but there's going to be a lot of free Elite Tuners cars when you get into the Elite Tuner events. I mean, the Legends Revival, that's going to give you some free cars if you're starting that. I mean, if you're a brand new player, I don't think there's anything you can get at the moment for free. So the game gives out free cars periodically. I mean, some of them you don't get till you start certain events, right? But if you're far enough into Elite Tuners, you will get the new Elite Tuners event tomorrow. And that's got a really awesome free car. But, you know, if you're not to that point yet, you're probably going to have to wait a while until you get there. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm not really sure why I'm hitting nitrous on second. That's a bad habit. I don't think this car likes that. Oh, that's a good race. Let's see, did I run faster or slower by hitting nitrous on second? A little slower. Noah says the BMW M5 Touring was free. I mean, we got a few things, but is that event still on the map? If you got that BMW event on the map, you actually should be able to get that free BMW. Like on the right-hand side, bottom of the map, there should be a little BMW event. See if that's still there, because yeah, that might have a free car in it. It's a pretty decent car. It's not one of the better cars in the game, but it's not a bad car, actually. G-Boy says, hey Danny, I'm Joman. So Joman's your name? I probably won't remember that because I am very, very bad with remembering names. Like, I still have some neighbors that I've met so many times and I'm not sure what their names are. It's pretty bad. It even says Mona Lisa's hands S15 from Tokyo Drift. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That makes sense. I do not have a great memory, unfortunately. What's my fastest car at the moment? I don't know. I mean, I do have the Honda Indy truck. It's still missing like 2 or 3 stage 6 parts. It may or may not be my current fastest car. I don't know what it runs currently without adding those stage 6 parts, but it's definitely up there. Oh, there's Joman. He found me. Cool. Let's see. Oh no, we disconnected. The game was like, no. Maybe if you challenge me, it'll work. Jamie says, do you have all the cars you need for the upcoming events on the map? Probably not. That's the thing. I very rarely do. I think he disappeared. No, he's back. There's going to be a lot of upcoming events, so I really don't know if I have the cars or not. William Camp, hey, how's it going, bud? Just the baby likes the music you're playing in the background. Rev Monster, hello, hello. All right, let me try to challenge you again. Let's see if it works this time. We only got a couple minutes left on the live stream, guys and gals. I thought that said Walmart for a second. It says Velmart. Alright, Neven got me again. Noah says there's a lot happening. Yeah, they're gonna bombard us with events. There's gonna be so much stuff coming up, it's gonna be crazy, actually. I haven't looked at their latest blog post yet. That's something I actually need to do. If I get a chance, tomorrow I'm going to make a video on next season's cars and upcoming events. Normally on Mondays, I work on videos for my audio and tech channel. But if I get a chance, I don't think the video I'm going to do tomorrow is going to take that long. But if I get a chance, I'm going to try and do a video for CSR as well tomorrow. Best cars for live racing per tier. That's the thing. There's a lot of cars that are really good for live racing. Now, when it comes to tier 1, I mean, I don't really know for like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 1 and tier 2 live racing is really weird. Like the lobbies seem a little different than the higher lobbies, right? Now for tier 3, that little BMW M3, I don't know if you got that, but that's a great little live racer. That car is a really good little live racer for tier 3. There's not very many good tier 3 live racing cars. There's only a couple. Most of them suck at it, but there's a few that are good. Tier 5, there's a lot of great live racing cars. Like a lot. There's probably a good like 30 to 50 really awesome live racing cars on at least what I consider to be really good. I mean, there's some that are just like super excellent. Yeah, when it comes to like tier 1 and tier 2, that's kind of hard to... It seems like when I was a new player, most of my tier 1 and tier 2 cars that I had upgraded did pretty good at live. I didn't really have to try too hard to win live races with some of those lower tier cars. But 3, 2, 1, go. I haven't done live racing in the lower tier cars for so long. William D says, thanks, Dan. For what? Oh, Dan. I read that wrong. But what I used to really like for live racing in tier 2, though, I live raced the heck out of that Porsche Boxster. The tier 2 Porsche Boxster, I think that's a great live racing car. I used to live race the Volkswagen Golf GTI, the tier 1 GTI. I would live race that like crazy. But I mean, generally For like the higher tier cars, you want to find the tiers that got the low performance point high Evo setups. Most of the tier 1 and tier 2 cars, I don't think you're going to find those type of setups, unfortunately. But honestly, I should actually probably try and find out what's good these days for live racing in the lower tiers. Now, here's the problem. Alright, here's the problem with live racing in the lower tiers. You don't get a lot of game cash, and you don't get a lot of respect points when you win a live race with the lower tier car. So you really want to move up and start racing the higher tier cars as soon as you possibly can. Like, as soon as you get a good higher tier car that can live race, that's what you want to run. Like, personally, you're never really going to see me racing anything that's, you know, tier 4 and tier 5 only for me. Darker Knight says Finn's Exige was a good live racer. I've actually heard that, but I don't know if I've ever tried to live race it. Yeah, Snake's Trackster and the Boss 302, those are also good at live racing. The problem though, I think if I remember correctly, all of my tier 1 cars eventually would get pushed into faster lobbies, so I don't really know how you keep the tier 1 cars from getting pushed. That's the main problem with live racing, is most of the time you're winning by beating the dyno on those lower tier cars, and that's a little bit of a problem. Wait, what is Wish You the Worst driving there? What is that? He's already got a maxed out Mira SV. Dang. That was fast. How many RP is that thing earning for you when you win a race? I'm interested to know how much RPM respect points you actually get from that. Alright guys and girls, unfortunately our stream time is about up for the day. I am about starving to death. I need to get something to eat here. I need to get up and move around and stuff. 1,568. Is that without a wild card? I mean, that's actually really good. If that's without a wild card, those are some nice points right there. All right. Ending soon. Good swaps there, Dead. All right, unfortunately, it's about time for me to go here. I know I was supposed to look at something on the map. What was it? I feel like I wanted to look at something here before we left, but I don't remember what it was. It felt like it was almost important. Sinuses. I don't know why, like I never used to have a problem with phlegm in my throat all the time, but now it constantly happens. I don't like it. Tiffany, that's your in-game name is 86258. That's your in-game name there? I think you're posting the wrong thing there. I could be wrong, but... Jamie, you're welcome. Have a great day. Thank you for coming out. Like, your in-game name is probably like Jamie 287 or Johnny 912 or Rotten Turd or Jimmy Butterball, you know? I'm just making up stuff. Jimmy Butterball, Rotten Turd. Somebody's probably named Rotten Turd. Alright, USSR King is Tiffany's username. In-game name. Yeah, the other thing you posted, I don't think anybody actually needs that for adding you to a crew. I don't know if you can look somebody up by that or not, but William D should be able to find you there. Does a non-star GTI beat Tempest 2? Yes, it does. If you max it out. If you max it out and you drive it properly, that's what I use. It's just barely fast enough, so you have to be really careful. Like, you don't have much time to spare, so you gotta remember there's no room for error if you're using that. You basically got to get a perfect run. Dead Marauder. That's alright. Still good to see you even if you were late. I'm sure sometimes people got stuff to do, so. But yeah, I was really nervous when I was trying to beat Tempest 2 with my no-star GTI. I think you got about I think you run about 1/10 of a second faster than the boss, which is not much. So you just got to be really sure you're on top of it. I would go watch the video I have or somebody else has on the non-star GTI just to make sure you're tuning it and shifting it properly. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I think it's a little bit different than the standard. Like, I think, if I remember correctly, you might have to hit nitrous on third, and I think you have to launch at a specific RPM to run the best times on that, but I think it runs like 11.8 something. I think, maybe. Something like that. Nancy shifts into second instantly. Yeah, you know, I do that a lot too. It is a habit. If there's certain cars you drive a lot where you have a shift like that, it does become a habit. At what time I'll be back on Friday? Alright, so Friday I normally start my stream at 11:30 Eastern time. So I usually stream for about an hour and a half on Friday. And then on Sundays I usually start at 9 a.m. Eastern time. William D, you still here? I think he's trying to sort something out with Tiffany there. And before I end the stream, I want to make sure they got that sorted out, I guess. Melon, have a wonderful day, buddy. Thank you for stopping out. Definitely appreciate it. Darker Night, catch you later. William D, did you find Tiffany? Tiffany has line. Cool, cool. Alright, so I think that means everything should be good then. Alright, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. I'm going to go have some breakfast because, man, I am extra hungry this morning. I need some food. All right, everybody. Thank you. Lightning out. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And yeah, we will catch you next time. You guys and girls are awesome. I really do appreciate you. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you to the channel members. Thank you to everybody. See you later.